we are trying to solve a huge problem, and we have to start with the actual traveler himself, or the immigrant, or the expat, or the remote worker, or the nomad. There is no there's no one definition that could fit into the users of the platform. You can you can find like nomads who will have like the fast travel. They can stay in the country a couple of weeks and then they move to another country. You can find slow travelers who will stay, could be like up to 6 months in different countries. And you can find traditional people who would like to move countries and actually work in the country. So that's, we're trying to address it from the minimum basic that you need. The first problem that you will find is that who I can trust to ask for advice about moving to a different place. That's the first problem we would like to address and solve. And this could be from perspective from remote worker, from a nomad, from an investor who would like to move to a different country. Every one of them is looking for professional advice. That's the first thing that we have discovered. The second thing is that not all the problems can be solved by lawyers or experts or accountants or tax experts. Some of the problems will need someone have done it before. He could not be qualified in this country or this business, but he have enough experience and he will be able to solve the problem on the personal level. That's one of the things that we have discovered during our discovery phase. So we open the partner level a little bit and be able to add more professionals ranging from top tier lawyers or attorneys up to freelancers, expert tour operators, and even people have done this as the freelancers and would like to help others. I mean, that's way we can build a community around VISXA and trying to address the problem from different points. And by the way, we are not just aiming for the paid version of the service, but there will be like a community, an open community where you can go directly into the website and ask questions. And this question could be answered by anyone, could be answered by a lawyer or could be answered by a freelancer. And with this beauty, with this, you can say, mind meeting into the platform and into the community, we will discover that the experience for the lawyers and experts and the experience from the freelancers is totally different. But when you put them together, you create a full picture, which was missing even during my experience as a lawyer or even as an immigrant or traveler. You always look, every one of us look to the solving the problem from one perspective, but he forget about the other perspective. But if we put the two visions together or the two solutions together, we will be able to form a full picture, which is much easier to understand, and you can build upon it.
Right. Yeah, and that even brings to mind, like right now with the travel restrictions related to COVID and other things that are happening just in this area in Eastern Europe. It's like, I don't even know if I can cross through the border by land to the country that's next to me right now, but I think I can fly there, but that's more expensive than taking a bus. And it's like, for little questions like that, people rely on, well, did somebody that I know just go to that city in that country? How did they get by the border? Was it open? Was it not? I don't feel like that's something I need to book an appointment with an immigration lawyer to find out, right? So right now that gap is sort of being filled by, I don't know, travel forums or Facebook groups and things like that. So I could see definitely the value of having that together on a platform where you could get more in-depth travel advice that, or immigration advice that you might need at another time. Have you gotten any feedback on VISXA yet from either the experts or from travelers? You mentioned that you've been in contact with some of the people that signed up. What's that been like, and how has it informed your vision for VISXA?
Yeah, generally from the partner sides, I've get in touch with a couple of inquiries. They are mainly from Singapore, Hong Kong, India, South Africa, Ecuador. I mean, as you see, it's various countries, and this kind of partners they provide services for the travel industry. They are not lawyers or experts, but they have access to community in their own countries, and they try to help their clients on applying for visas, relocation programs, or understanding the opportunities beyond their home countries. And when I try to understand why they sign up for VISXA to be a partner, even we don't have anything to offer them, they tell me that they like the idea, they think the vision is different, and we are trying to change the mentality for who can provide the service and how could be provided. They don't, most of them, because the travel restrictions everywhere, they are trying to find new opportunities which for their own client base and a different ways, even access to different countries. They think now the travel is very limited, but it's, I mean, depending on how the pandemic is shaping in the couple of months or couple of years, there will be travel boom. So they are planning like us. They are planning like we are building. We don't know where things where you can say the travel will come up to 25%, 50, 75, and 100%. Some estimated it could, in the current situation, it could go up to 2025. So the people in the industry, whatever they travel or professional services, they're trying to check the waters for other solutions. And this is how we are trying to tap into this market and make sure we'll be the leaders. We'll be the first one to make sure that when the market slightly getting back to 25 or 50%, we are ready with a full up and running platform to address the new requirements, because the travel requirements will be not just about which visa I need to travel to X country. You mentioned that, do I need a certificate? Do I need a confirmation of vaccination? Do I need a health certificate? To You never know what the future is. You can say, you can ask, for example, you can have a medical certificate from your home country to confirm that you have not been get COVID during the last 12 months. So it's the challenges is creating the a new requirements, and current solutions unfortunately not be able to address it. So you need to think not just outside the box, just in the future, which is
Right.
a bit hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really hard to predict how quickly things could bounce back, resurge in terms of travel again, or go the other way and resurge in terms of more lockdowns and things like that. Hopefully, for the positive will be what happens.